for a video for the first time in a while, but I thought we were very much due for a garden tour and kind of a whole homestead tour in general. We've had a lot of changes since the last time that I made one of these, so I felt like it was time, and I love watching them, so I'm gonna do one too. If you're new around here, welcome. We are so happy to have you. I don't post regularly on here on YouTube, but we do post regularly to our podcast with my Homestead Best Year Ever, available on all platforms. So just search it, and I will also put it below all that information to go check that out. We also have an Instagram that I post to much more regularly than this, and that's where you can message me and all that kind of stuff. So welcome. It's great to be back. We will see how this goes. I still don't have my real camera. That had been an issue before. The issue had been that I had lost my rechargeable battery charger. I have now found that, but now I lost my memory card. So next video will be a real video and not here on my phone. But bear with me. I'll do the best I can, and let's go. It is a little bit windy out here, so if I have to do a voiceover, that's why. All right, here are our big animals. The biggest change that we've had since the last time I did a video are these guys. We have a lot of podcast episodes about that, but we ended up getting 2 Dexter bulls, which has been something we said we were not going to do again, but here we are. Also, look at that pasture. It is so beautiful now. We have been doing rotational grazing, and it's been phenomenal. We love it. And then over here are the sheep. Trying to make sure I don't run into any lines. We also got a new electric fence box, and it's like a million times more powerful. Oh, I scared them. Sorry, guys. All right, so here is what we call the little coop. Hi, future me editing. I realized that I somehow lost the clip of a little bit of an explanation. I know it looks trashy around here, but I have that stuff around the coop on purpose. Those bags are because the little ones can still fit through the bars. So I tried to make a little bit of a perimeter with my extra soil bags, and it looks like a bunch of trash, but I promise it is there on purpose. It looks terrible, but it's effective. They are all hiding, but we have, I think about, how many of you are there? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 birds in here. They're just growing out. It's like our grow out coop. It's a grow out / breeding coop. But yeah, these are our white rocks. They love it outside. Yeah. All right, here is the big chicken run, and I can see somebody laid an egg. That's annoying, but I planted some nasturtium in here, and they're growing pretty well. I'll be interested to see how it does. Right now they are locked in the run because I don't want them messing with my garden, and I don't have my fence fully put up yet. So they're in jail, but I did extend it. It's a little janky looking right now. Let me see if I can get a good picture of it. But I did extend, so obviously you can tell where it had ended, and now I extended it all the way to here, so they have grass and flowers and bugs to pick on. And then here are our chicken teenagers. They are the 3 very first chickens that hatched on our farm. We have 1 hen who we will be putting over there, and then these 2 guys who will be food for us. Here are the eggs for the day. Everyone actually laid, which is very exciting. Here is our first chicken tractor with our very first Cornish crosses in it. Oh, if I can focus. This is our very first and smallest batch. There are only 10 of them. We kind of got them as a little extra to make our quota for some other birds that we had gotten. I'll do another video about that if I haven't already said that in here. There's only 10. They will be ready in about 2 weeks. So that'll be exciting. And tomorrow we are actually getting our first big batch of 80. Y'all chilling? It's kind of hot today, so they're like relaxing. Well, here is the moment you've all been waiting for, if you're anything like me. Here is my official May garden tour. All right, it's a little bit hard to see, but I do have the majority of a fence around it now. Still a lot of work to do. I know it's probably not going to look beautiful on camera. I still have a lot of cleaning up to do. I still have a little bit of planting, but we will start over here. Again, I feel self-conscious because I know that this looks terrible probably from your perspective. It is only like, this is the area that I need the most work in. We had cleared this out, but with our hot and wet weather, it has all grown back. But I am going to put more cardboard down and tarp it, and this is going to be our pumpkin patch. If you can envision it, it's right on the end. These are all different kinds of pumpkins. To obviously put more soil here, I'm gonna mulch it more, and again, we're gonna tarp that so that they grow that way, and this is going to be a pumpkin patch. I'm also going to add a couple more, like I'm going to extend this to continue to make another bed and another bed there, because I do have a couple other things I need to plant. So I'm going to do pretty much what I had done here. Again, this is very overgrown, but I do have weed tarp down here. You can see I can just pull all this up really easily. This is weed tarp I had from last year. And this is where all my vining plants go. So we have vining plants, tarp, and then pumpkin patch, and then that'll be a tarp over there. So right here on the end, I have some yellow squash. Right here, this little guy is a Sarah's Choice cantaloupe. I sowed a couple the other day. I had more, but then they got destroyed by a late frost, even though I covered them. So that's a little bit of a bummer. This big one right here is a spaghetti squash. We've got some watermelon that I impulsively bought. I try to start all my own seeds, but this year I got watermelon and some peppers because they didn't do well for me. Here I have random tomatoes. Before I had put all the melons and squash in here, I had tried to direct sow some tomatoes and peppers, and I didn't think they were going to come up because they took so long. So then I planted everything, and then 3 popped up. So I'm just going to leave them and see what they do. They are Jersey boys and super sauce. What are those? These are more butternut. As you can see, I have labels, which I'm very proud about. Okay, here are again some savor melons. They're kind of like cantaloupe. You can tell they got really damaged in the frost, so I direct sowed more. There's one. This is not one. I'm gonna pull that. That's a weed. So hopefully we'll be getting more. There's a couple there. There's another one. Here's another cantaloupe. Here is two kabocha squashes. This will be the first time that I'm growing these. So I'm very excited. I'm just a trial, but so far they are looking really good. Look at all those. Exciting. And then these are 2 honeydew. Over here, I have more spaghetti squash. They're doing pretty good. And then these are watermelon. Then that is another butternut. Okay, so that was that row. Moving over to this first little bed, here are tomatoes, and in the middle I have some marigolds. I can't remember what those are. That's some kind of flower. And then I have also direct sowed some okra down here. And the okra that I had started got damaged in the frost. All right, here is a mortgage lifter, and I'm in the process of trellising them up. So they're a little tilty, but look at that. Look at that bud. So excited. Mortgage lifter, beefsteak. They all pretty much have buds on them, if you can see. Some of them I did lose track of what they were, and I don't have a label. Here, there's a Jersey boy, and look at the size of these. Come on, focus, of these buds. I am thrilled. This is like the longest waiting period, in my opinion, from when they get flowers until when they actually have ripe fruit. It feels like your whole life. All right. And then over here, more, oh, now my shadow's gonna be in the way. More marigolds. This is going to be kind of my cherry tomato bed. All of these tomatoes are different varieties of cherry tomatoes. Well, not all different. I have sweet hundreds and black cherry. Got some zucchini over here. I'm going to try this year to really stay on top of pests and any disease. Okay. And then over here is a new little area that I made. Cucumbers down here all along the fence. I need to bush hog back here to get all the weeds away from back there, but I'm hoping that they'll trellis up this. And then I have tomatoes on each end, and then in here I have bush beans, and I direct sowed, you can see right there, I direct sowed more cucumbers for a succession. Here's a tiny little pole bean patch. They are Kentucky Wonders. And then over here is a bed with a eggplant, a lot of peppers, and 2 determinate tomato plants. So those are both celebrities, so they are only going to get to a certain size. But a lot of these peppers I bought. Here are big earlies. Here's a Nubia eggplant. These are, we got just a normal red bell, jalapenos, and some orange bells over here. And then back here, ooh, I need to water. But I have a yellow variety of tomato. All 3 of those are Jubilee. We've got more bush beans, and we have 2 eggplants and a squash. Over here is my last bed for now. We've got tomatoes right here and cucumbers over there, and just a little bit of basil over there. These are doing so good. It's my first real flowers. They are super sauce. I probably need to prune them down a little bit. But then we have another massive flower. Do you see how big that's gonna be? Man. So my goal is to trellis these today or tomorrow because they want to run. Look at that. Got National Pickling over here. And then I think those are Boston Pickling. Okay, and then turning over here, you can see where I left off with the fence. But over here is our raised bed with asparagus and strawberries and garlic and raspberries. This bed always gets away from me. We did not prepare it very well when we first moved. So the weeds are just horrendous in them. But we've got strawberries. Garlic is doing okay. I'm never a big garlic person. I can never grow it. And then I don't think we have any asparagus coming up. I don't see any, but I have that on the perimeter. You can see one that I let go to fern because it was so skinny. So I just kind of let it burn out. Ooh, that's a good looking strawberry right there. I might do that. Very good. Rose bush. It is just really gorgeous. Look at those blooms. And we have this purple flower. I don't know what it's called, but it's definitely super beautiful. We're doing the tour. I also have 3 random tomatoes out here in a container that are growing in the compost. Look at that romaine. Isn't that the most beautiful thing? I've never been able to grow lettuce, but for some reason these 2 are doing really good. It's pretty hot out there, so I'm done. That is the tour. I hope I'm able to put that together in a coherent video so that you can see everything. But I hope you enjoyed. Again, check out our podcast if you want weekly updates of the farm and just want to get to know me and my husband. I do it with him too. And check us out on Instagram. That's where I respond to any messages and stuff like that. So see you soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we look forward to seeing you.